Do you have any questions for us?
It's the last film. Take your chance, no. It really is.
One at the front.
I really liked at the end when the bag was in colour, but the rest was still black and white. I was just wondering if that was meant to be like symbolic or anything.
We had it the whole way throughout the film because we liked the idea of having a film noir, but we wanted it to be slightly different.
Like Sin City.
Yeah, I thought that was good, and I really liked. I thought the titles were really good, and I like how you did the close-up of the woman's face, like different features. I thought it looked really good, like the edits, and I just thought it was really good.
Yeah, we did use a lot of cutaways just to highlight what he was describing at the time. So it was like obviously that was his subject. So we used a lot of that those cutovers to illustrate that.
Anything else?
I was just wondering, how did you manage to make the red stand out from the black and white? I never really understood how people did that.
We used three-way colour correction on Final Cut Pro.
It's actually quite a long story. We had to search the internet for a video on it.
Used YouTube.
Yeah, we used YouTube in the end.
I'll save you.
Task.
Have you got any questions yourselves?
Yeah, we've got a few actually.
With that colour correction, do you think we used it appropriately? Did we use it like too much or too little? Was it just right or? Yeah.
Take that as a yes.
Do you think we need any more music throughout the narrative of the film? Because we wanted it mostly to be dialogue, but we weren't sure whether it needed any music for like build-up of tense or
Suspension?
Suspension. That's what I was going to say.
Suspense.
Suspense.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
Does anyone want to comment on that one? Thank you.
I thought it was really effective the way that you used the music at the beginning and the end of the piece. And actually it felt as if it was something that was building up. So I don't know whether you'd want to experiment and see whether you could use music at a certain point if you wanted to kind of lift it. But I thought it was really good.
Thank you.
We did experiment a little bit, but we didn't think it fitted right, and
we wanted it sort of more raw and sort of untouched really with that, just because it was more sort of about how he felt towards her, more than it was obviously his emotion, but I think that was more captured in what he was saying.
Could you tell that okay.
That was awesome. And why did you choose to go for the noir genre of film?
Well, we wanted a strong female character because obviously we're all females in the group, and we just thought that we want to empower women.
Yeah. Could you tell that the voiceover wasn't actually our actor?
No, shaking the head. No.
Okay.
Couldn't tell. Any other questions, guys? Oh, hang on. Josh at the front.
I thought what was it called? The credits at the start and the end were good, but I think they're really long.
Yeah, we noticed that was when we sat there.
And I didn't really notice a difference between the first ones and the second one.
The first ones are more telling, like, they were about, like, obviously our production name, and they just said the actors' names, whereas the end ones actually, like, told you who the actors were, like, what they played and everything.
Yeah.
And they also, like, the end ones also told you what we did towards the production.
Okay, that's cool.
The storyline itself was quite on a sinister basis, but when they actually went away at the end, it was almost like skipping off into the sunset.
It was meant to be like that, Mum.
Just very light-hearted for the end of a sinister film.
Yeah, they're meant to have a happy ending.
Oh, sorry. Other Becky, perhaps you want to answer that one.
Well, we watched quite a few short film noirs and stuff. We watched one called Telltale Heart, which is based on the book Telltale Heart, and that one seemed to have quite a happy ending, although it showed certain effects of like living a sinister life, but it's sort of led on to it being happy. And we watched another one called Reign of Death, and that one turned out to be happy as well, and we just thought we didn't particularly want to shed a bad light on the cynicism of it, because like most I can't think of what they're called, film noirs, sorry, most film noirs, they have sort of like a turn on them that's like you never expect it, and we just wanted to put that in.
And because obviously we had such a short time, obviously the representational characters, they were quite strong characters, and obviously we didn't want to leave it on a bad note, and the whole femme fatale element came in there where they sort of, skipped away, as you said.
I just wanted to say again, like the red was really, really good, especially in the one close-up shot of her face where you could just see the red in her cheek and on her lips. I thought that was really, really nice. The credits at the end. Sorry. Credits at the end, they were a bit long, but I think they still fitted. And you used the font on the end, the sort of swirly font. I just thought it might have been nice to maybe use that on the title as well, possibly. Just possibly. Personal opinion, I suppose.
Okay. Anything we can improve on?
It was without a doubt a very accomplished piece of filmmaking, and I should think everyone's very pleased that's seen it, and you must be very proud of what you've done. The only thing that I have concerns about in the film is what we were just talking about with the happy ending when it's a sinister thing. She's leading him astray. I also worry about what came across with the guy who was serving in the restaurant. In these days of problems with race relations, did you not feel uncomfortable with that a bit?
We didn't realise until after we'd filmed, and we had to cut dialogue about black coffee and things, and it was awful. But
and also we had like problems with our actors. Our waiter wasn't actually meant to be our waiter at first. We had problems, and he was a last-minute option.
We got cancelled on the night before, so yeah, rejection. Woohoo!
But as well, it's set in a futuristic dystopia. I don't know whether that was obvious or not, and I'm really sorry if it's not, but it's obviously really hard to put it across. So it's set in a futuristic dystopia. It's said in the dialogue, but we thought maybe nowadays, and obviously in the future, it won't be such a big problem. And as well, we were thinking if we had an all-white cast or we had the black man robbing it, there would always, like our black actor, like being the thief, there would always be a problem racial-wise, so we didn't think it would really fit into the film.
It's sometimes quite inescapable, so we tried.
Okay, any other comments?
I didn't even think about the black and white thing. It didn't even cross my mind. And it just, sorry. I didn't even think about the black and white until the lady there brought it up. So it just goes to show that, in these days, you don't notice the culture differences between people.
Good. Yeah, like we say, we didn't realise till afterwards there might be some stigma attached. So that's good.
Did any of you think that it was the waiter that was talking in the voiceover? Because we used our waiter as our voiceover before we even thought about filming it, because he has quite a nice male voice. And then we thought we had some problems, didn't we, with our voiceover, like thinking it was the waiter instead. But
we thought it might just be because we know them both.
Yeah.
I think you're all right there.
Yeah.
Good.
I think you got away with that one. Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, am I on your way now? I just want to say, I'm talking into this thing because it's just here.